Might have a few more joining. Thursdays are kind of the real slow day. All right, let's begin. Feet about shoulder width apart, knees nice and soft. Let's give those shoulders a shrug and then let them drop. Relax the shoulders, neck, upper back. And then from the upper torso only, begin to turn from side to side. Keep the feet rooted. And just let the arms swing freely to begin. And then let's take the hands into loose fists and begin knocking on the lower belly and lower back. Knocking on the door of life, waking up our energy center. And then tomorrow, Jennifer, all I will do is introduce you, turn off the screen share, and then shoot the hosting over to you. And I just need to know so I can let everybody else know, should they be ready with a chair? Are you going to do waking the chi standing? Or I'll just need to know that up front. Let's take that front hand up the body into the little hollow at your shoulder. And let's come back down to the belly. Begin to deepen out the breath, breathing in through the nose if you're able, and a nice full out breath through either the nose or mouth. Float the hands off the body, but keep the swing going, and now make that swing a little bigger, letting your back heel pick up as you come across. A little extra turn in the waist. Good afternoon, Rosita.
Good afternoon.
Nice big turn here. Little turn with a pause. That turn in the lower spine. We'll connect to the breath with a little spinal cord breathing and work through the upper spine. All right, shrink this movement down and slow it down. Let's come back to Wuji and spinal cord breathing. Breathing in, spread those elbows apart, squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then as you breathe out, pull it all back in, gently fold. Nice full breath in. Long, full breath out. Now let's add a little turn to the top. And come on back to center as you breathe out. And one last one on the other side. Let's rise back into Wuji. And we're going to go through the forms, and between each one we'll sync the chi. That looks like this. Arms rise to about shoulder level, gather into the chest, turn the palms down, and press. First up, the commencing form. Breathing in, arms rise to about shoulder level. At the top, elbows get heavy, everything melts down as you breathe out. Rising, breathing in, melting down, breathing out, relaxing, releasing. This commencing form is used in many, many Tai Chi sets as the beginning form. In Qigong, we would normally call it opening the flow or opening the door. And in other Qigong sets, you might know this as rise and fall. One more time. Relax all the way down to Wuji and then sync the chi. We're going to begin most of the forms by capturing a ball. So hands float up in front, palms facing each other like you've got a ball. Spin that ball, put one hand on top. Let the bottom hand fall away. The other hand, palm turns over. That back hand comes past the ear, past the palm, and presses. Other side, breathing in. Toss that bottom hand away. Breathing out, press it forward. Repulsing the monkey. Chances are you don't have a real monkey you need to get away from, but with everything going on, you may have a little monkey mind to push away. Don't worry about trying to match my pace either. You might be a little faster, a little slower than me. What we want to do is match your breath. Breathing in as we toss that hand away, and breathing out as we press it forward. If you haven't done Tai Chi before, the principal difference between Tai Chi and Qigong is, first of all, every Tai Chi move has some sort of martial application. So there's pushes and punches and ward-offs and kicks and things that you'd see in what you traditionally think of as martial arts. And there's also a choreographed set of footwork involved, where in Qigong we will occasionally step out and step back and turn around, but for the most part, the Qigong forms are static, and we try to balance out side to side. Let's push that monkey away once more with each hand. And then pull back and recapture that ball. Spin it, turn the palms to the floor, and press down. And before moving on, let's sync the chi. Next form is called brush knee and push hand. Hands float up in front facing each other. Again, spin the ball. Let the top hand just fall away past the knee as the other hand loops around, turn to the side, and press. Inhale, let that hand fall back past the knee, turning and pressing as we exhale. Don't worry too much about the footwork. Try to get the breath pattern. Inhaling through the transition. And then that out breath as we press. Let's take one more on each side. Coming back to the center through Wuji, and let's sync the Qi. Next up, parting the wild horse's mane. Hands float up in front again. Again, let's spin our ball. Now, cueing off the bottom hand, that leg is going to step out, and we're going to toss that bottom hand away. Roll it all back. Toss the bottom hand away. Don't worry too much about it, Rosita. Just cue off that bottom hand and let that one toss away like you're throwing a frisbee. So think here, frisbee. And your backhand just kind of falls away. And if you want a visual to go along with it, to go with the name, think of that toss away hand running up the underside of the horse's neck as the other hand pats down his back. All right, stay with me now. We got to get to the other side. So out, fold that hand back in, turn the other hand over, recapture the ball as you step in. Now the bottom hand is on the other side. Step out, toss that hand away. So if it's your first time doing this, you'll find it awkward and challenging. It comes pretty natural after a while. We've got one other movement that will probably be a little bit challenging, but hang in there, keep breathing. All right, let's get ready to come back to the other side. So out, fold that one in, turn the other hand over. Now we've got our ball again. Bottom hand, that foot, toss away 2 times. Fold it in, step in, going the other way 2 times. 1 and 2. And step back in, recapture the ball, spin it, and flatten the palms, returning to Wuji. And we'll sync the Qi and move on to an easier one. Hands play with clouds. Hands come up in front, palms facing each other. Again, spin your ball. This time we're going to carry it to the side. Turn both hands on edge and drag them across the front. Back of the top hand about even with the lower dantian and into the breeze. Palm of the bottom hand Bottom hand even with the lower dantian. Top hand even with the heart. And now let's add the breath. So a breath in as you come across in one direction, pausing at the top of the breath, and then breathing out as you come back. A pause at the bottom as the hands change places. We're going to move right to the next form because it's a variation of this one. So stay with me. As the top hand comes across, let it stop, form a hook. The other hand continues and presses. Release the hook, hands catch up, change places. Let's come 2 times across. Top hand's now on the other side, make a hook. Sweep and press, release the hook, hands catch up, change places, 2 times across. This is called a single whip. Breathing pattern still the same. Every time an arm comes across, you've got either an in-breath or an out-breath. Hook, sweep, press. Hook, sweep, press. Release. We're going to do one other add-on. Hook, sweep, press, fold it over, and take it down low. Now, change hands. The snake creeps down. Hook, sweep, press, fold it over the top and take it down low. Release the hook, change hands. Let's do a couple more snakes. And last one, press, fold it over, take it down low, release the hook, hands catch up, change places. 2 times across, recapture our ball out on the side, bring it to the center, spin the ball, flatten the palms, and let them float down. And we sink the chi. Again, we start with our ball. Hands float up in front. Spin your ball again. Now your bottom hand is going to loop down and around. Let the other one just fall away. And as the arm comes down, bend the elbow and bring elbow to knee. Other side. Arm loops around. Elbow comes down. Knee comes up. Inhale as we sweep around. Exhale as we drop everything down. The golden rooster stands on one leg. One more on each side. Actually, we'll do an extra one for Rosita.
Thank you.
And then return down to Wuji. Let's sink the Qi. We'll do the next one very slow. It's probably the most complex movement in the set. Hands float up in front, again, capturing the ball. Spin it. Now, back hand turns to the side. Step out. Push the back hand forward. Let the other hand chase it. And then roll them both back. And over the top. Let your wrists cross. Push forward. Separate the hands. Withdraw. One more push. Like you're pushing a wave. Now we need to get to the other side. So let's open. Turn the foot back in. Recapture the ball. Now the other hand's on the bottom. Back of hand. Presses forward. The other one chases it. Roll them both back. And over. Let the wrists cross. Press. Separate the hands. Pull back. One more push. Over to the other side. Open. Turn the foot in. Recapture the ball. Back of hand always leads. Roll them both back. Wrist crosses wrist. Press. Withdraw. And press. Open. Turn the foot in. Other side. This is grasping the sparrow's tail. And then let's finish it off on the other side. Roll it back. Cross the wrists. Press forward. Withdraw. One final press. Coming back to the middle. Recapturing our ball. Spin the ball. Hands flatten and float down. We'll do the last two together because they're the two closing forms. So let's sink the Qi. And let the arms float up on the sides. They cross each other. Come to rest on the shoulders. Let the body sink down. Letting the arms fall. Rising on the sides. Crossing. Hands coming to rest on the shoulders. Embracing the tiger. This is the last regular form. The other one just gets us back to Wuji. Long breath out as we sink on down. One more. Breathing in. And breathing out. Now to finish, as we rise, unfold them over the top, coming back down to Wuji. And this would be the closing form in the 10, but we'll do our normal close of the practice, rising overhead, turning the palms to the floor, pressing, regulating the Qi. Breathing in as we rise. Nice long, slow out breath as the hands float down. One more time. At the bottom, press the fingertips together. Pull those up to the ribs. Press forward like you're turning a wheel. We'll turn the wheel 3 times. Breathing in as we rise to the top of the wheel. Breathing out as we push it over. Rising out of that third turn, let the hands separate. Toss one away. Breathing in as we follow it with our eyes overhead. And then bring it right down the midline of the body. Other side. Let's do one more on each side. This time, as that top hand floats down, let it come to rest on the heart center. Place the other one on your lower belly. Step your feet together just a little bit and close your eyes. Take a couple of breaths with the hands separated. And then after 2 or 3 breaths, keep your eyes closed, but let that top hand slide down, joining the other hand, either over or under. Bringing our energy back to the center over the lower dantian. You may feel your body start to sway just a little bit. Just enjoy that. Just sway like a branch in the breeze. Couple more breaths. And let's take one last big inhale. And on the exhale, let the eyes come back open. Release the hands. Give everything a little shake out at the bottom. That was what I'll call a moving meditation using Tai Chi Forms, based primarily on the Yang 10 form set. Namaste.